Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Coins Numismatics series. Today, we're diving into the world of US coins, exploring two iconic pieces of American currency, the 1989 Washington Quarter and the dollar coin. These coins are not only significant in the history of American numismatics, but also offer fascinating insights into the evolution of coin design and production. We will explore their historical context, design features, mintages, market value, errors, and what collectors look for when seeking these coins. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to embark on an in-depth exploration of these remarkable pieces of history. 1989 Washington Quarter. The 1989 P. Washington Quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. This series has undergone several changes, but the 1989 issue marks an important year in the continued evolution of this iconic coin. Historical context. The Washington Quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Since then, it has become one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. The coin was initially designed by John Flanagan, and its classic portrait of Washington has been used in various forms, remaining unchanged for the most part. The 1989 P. Washington Quarter, minted in Philadelphia, represents a continued commitment to honoring the nation's first president. The 1989 P. Washington Quarter is part of a period where the US Mint produced the coin in large quantities due to the growing demands of circulation. The United States was experiencing a period of economic stability and growth, and these quarters were widely used in everyday transactions. As with many coins in the late 20th century, the 1989 P was primarily a regular issued coin, meaning it was produced for circulation without any special commemorative intent. Design features. The design of the 1989 P. Washington Quarter follows the classic style established in 1932. On the obverse, we see a left-facing portrait of George Washington, which has become an enduring symbol of the coin. This portrait was modeled after a 1786 bust of Washington by the artist Jean-Antoine Houdon. Washington's image is encircled by the inscriptions "Liberty, in God We Trust," and 1989, the year of mintage. On the reverse, we see the eagle design, which has been a staple on US coins for many years. The eagle is perched on a bundle of arrows, holding an olive branch in its talons, symbolizing peace and strength. The reverse also includes the words United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar. The Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark on the coin, produced this quarter, which is crucial for collectors. Unlike the later years of the series when mint marks became more common, the 1989 P quarter is one of the first times the P mint mark appeared on quarters. Prior to this, quarters from the Philadelphia Mint did not have a mint mark, but this practice was updated in the late 1980s for greater transparency and tracking. Mintage. The mintage of the 1989 P. Washington Quarter was extremely high, with over 705 million quarters produced that year. The US Mint was producing large quantities of these coins for general circulation, and the demand for quarters was steady, reflecting the growing population and economic activity of the time. Because of this high mintage, the 1989 P. Washington Quarter is not considered rare by collectors. The coin was made for general use, and its widespread availability means that it is relatively easy to find in everyday transactions, though it may be more difficult to find in higher grades. Market value. The 1989 P. Washington Quarter is not highly valuable in terms of its bullion content or rarity. In circulated condition, these quarters typically hold face value of 25 cents. However, in uncirculated or mint condition, especially if the coin is graded at MS65 or higher, it may fetch a few dollars. Most of the value comes from its condition and whether it is in an unopened roll or has been well preserved. Rare errors, such as a double die or incorrect minting, can add to the coin's value, but these occurrences are minimal with the Oil 1989 P Quarter. Most examples will not see much appreciation beyond their intrinsic value unless they are in pristine condition or carry an interesting provenance. Errors and collectible interest. While the 1989 P. Washington Quarter is not widely known for its errors, collectors still keep an eye out for any potential misstrikes or unusual characteristics. Some collectors have found examples of double dies or coins with slightly off-center strikes, though these are uncommon and generally do not add significant value unless they are exceptionally rare or well preserved. Collectors tend to focus on obtaining higher grade examples of the 1989 P. Washington Quarter, with the most popular being uncirculated coins in mint state conditions. The absence of major design changes or commemorative features in this particular issue means that the coin's collectible interest is mainly focused on its quality, the P mint mark, and the context in which it was minted. The dollar coin, also known as the $1 coin, has been a part of American currency in various forms for over 2 centuries. The US Mint has issued several types of dollar coins throughout its history, with each coin offering unique design features, production processes, and periods of popularity. Historical context. The history of the dollar coin dates back to the late 18th century when the US Mint first issued silver dollars. The earliest examples included coins such as the draped bust dollar 1-2, 7-9-5-1-8-0, 4, and the seated Liberty dollar 1-8-3-6-1-8-7-3. The modern dollar coin, however, has undergone several transformations, from the Eisenhower dollar to the Susan B. Anthony dollar, and most recently, the Sacagawea and Presidential Dollar series. The US Mint's primary goal in issuing dollar coins is to provide a form of currency that can be used for larger transactions. Over the years, however, the dollar coin has struggled to gain widespread popularity due to competition from paper currency, changes in spending habits, and challenges in coin acceptance. Despite this, the US Mint continues to issue dollar coins for collectors and occasional use in circulation. Design features. The design of the modern dollar coin has varied significantly across different series. The first major modern series was the Eisenhower dollar, which was issued from 1971 to 1978. This coin featured an image of President Dwight D. Eisenhower on the obverse, with an eagle landing on the moon depicted on the reverse, to honor the Apollo 11 mission. Following the Eisenhower dollar, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced in 1979, featuring a portrait of the famous women's rights activist on the obverse. However, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was widely unpopular due to its similarity in size and color to the quarter, which led to confusion in circulation. In 2000, the Sacagawea dollar was introduced, featuring the Native American woman Sacagawea with her child, Jean Baptiste Charbonneau, on the obverse. The reverse featured a soaring eagle, symbolizing the strength and spirit of America. This coin marked a significant shift in the design of the dollar coin, moving away from the presidential figure and embracing a more symbolic and representative figure in Sacagawea. The Presidential Dollar series, which started in 2007, featured portraits of US presidents on the obverse, with a reverse design featuring the Statue of Liberty. The series sought to honor the legacy of US presidents and had a rotating series of designs, with each new release honoring a specific president. Vintage figures for the dollar coin vary significantly depending on the series and year. The first large-scale production of modern dollar coins came in the release of the Eisenhower dollar, which was minted in large quantities from 1971 to 1978. The production of the Susan B. Anthony dollar was much lower due to its initial unpopularity, with subsequent years seeing reduced mintage figures. The Sacagawea dollar, however, saw a moderate rise in production, and the Presidential Dollar series had higher mintage figures, especially in the early years of the program. Today, most dollar coins are not widely circulated, with the majority being struck for collectors. As a result, mintage numbers for certain series have decreased dramatically, and the coins often find their way into collections rather than everyday transactions. Market value. Like the Washington Quarter, the dollar coin's market value is heavily influenced by its condition and rarity. Most dollar coins, particularly those in circulation, have face value, or only slightly higher value in terms of collector demand. However, certain error coins, limited production pieces, or well-preserved specimens can be worth significantly more. Coins from the Sacagawea and Presidential Dollar series are usually worth slightly above face value in uncirculated condition, especially those that have been graded. Higher value coins tend to come from special mintages, limited runs, or coins that are part of a specific set. Errors and collectible interest. The coins, particularly from the Sacagawea and Presidential Dollar series, are often sought after by collectors for their potential errors. Common errors in these coins include misprints, off-center strikes, and die cracks. Errors can sometimes lead to higher than expected prices for these coins, especially if they are rare, or if they are in high demand from collectors. Overall, the interest in dollar coins, especially the newer series, tends to be driven by collectors looking to complete sets, find unique errors, or invest in coins with limited production runs. Both the 1989 P. Washington Quarter and the dollar coin hold unique places in the history of American numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning to explore the world of coins, understanding the history, design features, mintage numbers, market value, and errors associated with these coins is essential for building a comprehensive collection. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the 1989 Washington Quarter and the dollar coin. Keep an eye on your change and always remember that the world of coins is filled with history, art, and hidden treasures. Happy collecting!